It's the FAJR breeze, it's the moment of learning, it's the aura of awakening. Come on in about Allah, oh oh oh, come on in about Allah, oh oh, come on in about Allah, oh oh, come on in about Allah, oh.
Welcome to today's episode on Battles and Blossoms on FAJR Breeze. And I am Bushra Olagunju-Matemilola. And we have in the studio with us today Ustaz Abdulghani Adebisi, Mudir of Al-Madrasatul Mumti'ah. One of the things that we do during Ramadan is we encourage people to pay zakat. And of course, for somebody that wants to pay zakat, you must understand the language of the money that you have put together. So Ustaz, the topic for today is actually, how do we draw a thin line between hustling for money and being enslaved by wealth?
Wow. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah wa alihi wa sahbihi wa tabi'u bi salamuddin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa
If you see what Allah says in Surah Jum'ah, when he was saying that إِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةِ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, when the salat is over, you should spread on the earth. وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ, and seek for Allah's bounties. Meaning, what can we take from that verse? That Islam wants us to work, seek for wealth, because you need wealth as Muslims. When there is no wealth, one of those things, the Prophet also said, Allahumma inni a'udhu min al-kufr wal-faqr. Oh Allah, I seek refuge from disbelief and also from what? From poverty. He now take poverty, he pair you with kufr. Meaning that if the poverty is too heavy, it can lead to kufr. Do you understand now? Despite that, Islam now bring how should you seek for the wealth so that you not become slave to wealth. Because the way we see it, Yoruba will say, that's the meaning. So when you are not, there's no caution, there's no boundary, we are going to be a slave to wealth. And how do we become slave? When the wealth we are seeking, there's no taqwa with it, no piety, there is no mi'ayar. There is no barrier on, okay, this is the wealth I will seek, this is the limit to it. Somebody you are earning from haram means your conscience is already there, you don't care. Or the wealth you are earning from, you know that, this wealth is dubious, we are duping people, we are taking people's rights, and you don't care. Gambling, you don't care. So anyway I see, well, I'm already in this thing, and it's going to work in brewery. Say, no, let's go. I'll just wait for some time, I'll invest later. These are shaitan, what is going to ensnare you and you become a slave. A slave to it. The secondly, when you have this syndrome, we call it the get rich or die trying syndrome. Is a syndrome. Why do we use the syndrome for it? Because it's a sickness that all the youth have it. So I must get rich. I cannot go. I must have my own money.
My parents did not have, so
my mother have. That cause, it is my own generation that will break it. So it's a syndrome. So when you have that get rich or that, what's the meaning of that get rich or that? It's not determination now. It means that if I don't get rich, desperation. Exactly. Anything that can make me to have the money, I must do it. I'm not looking back whether it's haram or halal. It's not from you being creative. When people look at things, you say that, okay, wealth can come from people are like, why can wealth come? Wealth can come. You are creating wealth. Islam is not against it. We see from Abraham bin Auf and some of the Sahaba. But if it is not so, your own is, I must get rich, and anything that will bring it, it must. You are just like, when we see, you know what? When you see people talk that way, be careful, because in no time you see them cutting people's head. In no time you see them taking somebody's money and going. There was a boy, very young boy. What did he do? He had that his grandmother wants to go and buy something in Cotonou. No, he's leaving his grandmother because they have this ideology, I must get rich. You know what he did? He murdered the grandmother and took the 3 million away. What's his age? 18, 19 years old. So that is another problem. The third is peer pressure. When the peer pressure is, oh, this my friend, he has this, he has started using car, this is, and he's not, we go to club together, we do kinikon together. The person you see now becomes slave of money.
Okay, so I want to ask Ustaz, this is the month of Ramadan. Is it okay for my first prayer point to be that I want to get rich? Is that desperation or determination?
It is not desperation, but when we want to say that, we should define it as a dua. We always say, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an wa rizqan wasi'an tayyiban. We have the that say wa rizqan wasi'an. We have that say wa rizqan tayyiban. Always make that dua that Allah don't just give me words. Rizqan tayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbalan. It's a good prayer point.
So what's that rizqan tayyiban?
The meaning is that, oh Allah, inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an. I'm asking for beneficial wealth, because wealth can lead you to hell. Wa rizqan tayyiban, and provision that is pure. Because you know what's funny that you must understand? A lot of people don't know. They always think that if you don't do halal, if you don't do haram, you cannot what? You cannot make good. That's another reason I want to say too. That always make people to be slave. That's how can you be rich? Tawon your mole. Young. And you see that even some of the Yoruba scholars, they do preach that too. You see them saying that tó bá fẹ́ lówó, wàá kọjú sáyé, wàá wá kọ̀yìn sọ́lọ́run. Tó bá ti wá lówó tán, wàá kọjú sórí Ọlọ́run, wàá kẹ̀yìn sáyé. Tẹ́nìkan ò lè dá. You saw this when we have those ideology of search, we remain slaves. Because they believe that we cannot. But you know what's not funny? You should note. If you can think and sit down and think very well, you see that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's his way in doing everything. If he haramize things, one thing for you. Sorry, I'm using the word haramize. You say, this thing is haram. Allah will give you millions of substitutes. Halal alternative.
Okay.
Allah will surely give you. Okay. He says zina is haram. He says you can marry more than one wife. Okay. He said, okay, it's haram for you to take alcohol. There are thousands of drinks that we have not even discussed or explored. The same way, there are a lot of business provisions. Count number of things that are haram. You can count them. So when you sit down and think you see that you have various options to be rich. But when you have already think that it's only in haram things that reason. The Prophet now mentioned one hadith. That hadith always scared me. The Prophet said the hadith is hadith Qudsi. Allah said in that Allah said that Ana in the zanni abdi bi. The way a slave always think about me, that's what I will do for you. So when you always think that it's only in haram that can succeed, Allah will now make your life to be like that, and you die as a slave of money.
Thank you very much. So this month of Ramadan, Ustaz has encouraged us to seek for pure wealth, not just money. Ask for pure wealth that will be beneficial. And
you should also think. You see that there are a lot of.
So this month of Ramadan is actually one for you to critically think, critically plan, and know exactly what you want to execute.
Inshallah.
If you have enjoyed this episode, join us for another interesting episode. I am Bushra Olagunju-Matemilola. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
It's the FAJR breeze, it's the moment of learning, it's the aura of awakening. Come on in about Allah, come on in about Allah, come on in about Allah, come on in about Allah,